If someone came up to me today and said, I want to become a full-time YouTuber, I feel like there's so much advice that I could give you guys, because here's the thing. Okay, so when I went to college, I majored in photography and marketing, and this was not that many years ago. Like, I graduated 5 years ago. There was only one class on digital marketing. I learned barely anything about Instagram, Facebook, digital marketing ads, like literally the whole entire spectrum from the Google algorithm to just Instagram stories. You know, like, I didn't learn any of that stuff in college, and I'm not sure if colleges have advanced since then, but if I had actually wanted to go to college to major in YouTube or social media and like how to become an influencer or a YouTuber, here's what I think I would include in that course. Before we get started with this video, you guys, I'm like fangirling over here. Okay, we have a sponsor, but not just any sponsor. GoDaddy is sponsoring this video. And if you guys have been following me for a while, if you've watched any of my old vlogs that I used to do here on my main channel, I honestly love GoDaddy's customer service. They are always so sweet, so nice, and honestly just take great care of you. Or even if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've mentioned them several times on my Instagram stories. You guys know I use GoDaddy. I love them. And one of the reasons why I love them is because their customer service is legit the best customer service I have ever found. I am absolutely obsessed with their product, their customer service. I've been using them since 2017, and I'm a big fan of GoDaddy. So they are sponsoring this video, and I could not be more excited. But I do want to let you guys know that included in the description bar down below, we did a collaboration video on their channel for their series called The Journey. And they've got over 200 videos in this whole series of The Journey, just to like help you guys get started, navigate the digital space, and really just kind of create your way as an online entrepreneur. So definitely check that out. I'll include it in the description bar down below. But now let's get to the good stuff. The very first thing I want you to do is ask yourself why you want to become a YouTuber and what do you have to offer. And that may seem a little harsh coming right out of the gate, but if you've ever taken a business class before, then you've probably created a business plan where you've had to come up with a product, your mission statement, your target audience, how you're actually going to reach that audience, and just like do a full breakdown of your business plan. And guys, YouTube is a business. I am running a business over here. I've got an LLC. I've got a business bank account. I am a salaried employee from my business. And the reason that I'm at the point that I'm at today is because I looked at YouTube as a business. A lot of people get started and they think it's a hobby, and that's great. Honestly, if you just love YouTube and you love making YouTube videos and that's why you want to become a full-time YouTuber, I say freaking go for it. Freaking go for it. But if you want to get started with YouTube because you think you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to become a millionaire and have these sweet cars and all that stuff, it takes a while to make money on YouTube, and I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I've gotten a question before, someone asking if I thought anyone could be successful on YouTube. And the answer is no, because a lot of people will give up when they don't see the results that they want to be seeing fast enough. It took me a very long time to make any money on YouTube. So what I would recommend that you guys do is actually figure out your purpose, your mission, and why you are getting started. And a quote that I really like, I'm a big fan of quotes over here, guys. You either have to be first, the best, or different. And I guarantee you at this point in time, I mean, there's so many YouTube channels out there. I don't think you're going to be the first YouTuber doing one specific thing. And if you figured it out and you are the first, freaking run with it, because my gosh, you already have your competitive advantage right there. But can you be the best or can you be different? For me, I was definitely not the first. I do not think that I am the best, but I figured out what made me different, and it ended up skyrocketing my YouTube channel. I mean, you guys saw that happen. So let me give you an example in case you have no idea what I'm talking about here and you're not sure how to come up with your mission or kind of like your purpose statement. So when I got started with my brand, it was because I was really unhappy with my life, and I was currently working in the digital marketing industry, and I knew that I had value to provide to bloggers. So that's actually where I got started. Is I was helping bloggers to understand Google SEO, so how to get your website to rank within the lovely algorithm that is Google. Social media, Facebook was really my expertise at the time, and then I dove into Pinterest. I learned Pinterest, and I taught bloggers how to grow through Pinterest. Well, over time, that ended up transitioning into what I share today, which is basically how I've been able to grow my YouTube channel. And all of the tips and tricks I'm sharing with you guys is because I want you to create a life you love doing what you love, because that's what I've been able to do for myself. So my mission, my statement behind my whole brand is create a life you love, doing what you love, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do with every piece of content that I share. The second thing that I want you to do is to pick out your platforms, because obviously you want to become a full-time YouTuber, so you're going to have a YouTube channel, and creating a YouTube channel is not hard. Honestly, that's probably one of the easiest steps to YouTube in general. You just need a Gmail account, and it's gonna walk you through all of the steps to creating a channel, but it has to be more than that. If you want to take this seriously, if you want to turn it into a business, you need to have more than just a YouTube channel. And obviously there are other platforms out there like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Clubhouse. Like, there's so many different options, but one of the first things I would recommend to you guys is getting a website. And honestly, purchasing a website does not cost that much money. If you use GoDaddy, it is seriously not hard. You can search for what you want your domain to be. If that domain is not available, there's other options that are available to you. And what I would really recommend you guys doing, and this is something that I don't think I've ever shared before, but I actually own several different domains that I don't even use, that I don't even plan on using, because when I got started with my brand, it was the content bug, thecontentbug.com. But as soon as I realized that I wanted to change into Cathrin Manning in the future, I immediately went to GoDaddy and I bought cathrinmanning.com. I even had some of you guys say, hey, if you want to make this change, you better secure that domain. I already had it secured a while ago. Shop Cathrin Manning, Cathrin Manning shop. I also have merch, Cathrin Manning merch. Anything that I think I'm going to use in the future, I went to GoDaddy and I immediately purchased those domains because I wanted to secure them. I didn't want anyone else to get those domains and then we have to go through the process of wanting to buy those domains. So if you already have a brand name picked out that you know, you love, or even if you have a different brand name that is not your name, it might be a good idea to just purchase that domain just in case. It seriously does not cost a lot of money, and I think it's worth it to kind of cover your brand's butt there in case there is a different direction that you want to go in the future. I recommend having a website because we do not own Facebook. We do not own Instagram. And what if one day they just decide to shut down and it all goes away? Like, we do not have any control over that. So with a website, you have control over that. That is something that you actually own. And no matter what, you can update your audience through your website. But beyond that, guys, an email list. This is not something that I talk about a lot, but I have gotten questions about it before. Like, do you need an email list if you want to be a YouTuber? And you don't need it, but I would really recommend it because, again, if something ever happens, your email list is one of your first means that you could use to actually reach your audience. I do not use mine all that often, but we're gonna talk about this here in a second. One of the main reasons why I have my email list is because it helps me with the deliverables of my paid products. So we have to talk about how much content you're actually going to create, because you figured out your platforms, but what the heck are you actually gonna do with those platforms? Like, it's not worth it to have a TikTok if you're not creating enough TikToks every single week to keep up with it and actually use the algorithm and grow on that platform. You know, it's just gonna be a waste of your time. So you really need to get realistic on how much content you can create. When I first got started, I just said, I'm going to do one blog post a week. Every single Tuesday, I'm gonna upload one blog post on my website, and that is it. And then I was gonna do Instagram as well, and I tried to post every day or every other day on my Instagram. But each platform is different with what you need, especially in terms of like honing in on the algorithm and actually growing. Like Instagram, you gotta post a lot on Instagram if you really want to grow on Instagram. They're obsessed with Reels right now, so you should be creating Reels. With YouTube, guys, if you can only create one video a week, stick to one video a week. If you can create 2 videos a week, do 2 videos a week. But do not stress yourself out and say, okay, I'm going to create 5 videos a week, I'm going to create 3 Reels a week, 2 different TikToks and all this stuff. Like, you do not need to do that. Set realistic expectations for yourself and make it a non-negotiable. This is something that I did when I got started. I created a content calendar for myself, which if you guys want, I actually have a template available for you guys, so you guys can use the exact same content calendar that I use. It's included in the description bar down below, but I just created a content calendar for myself, and I said every Tuesday I'm uploading a blog post. Here's my list of ideas. Here's when I'm gonna upload, what I'm going to upload on each day, and I stuck to it. It's not that hard if you make it something that you absolutely have to do. You guys know, you make promises to other people. I don't know if I would say all the time, but you make promises to other people, and when you make those promises, you stick to them. This is the exact same thing here. If you actually want to become a full-time YouTuber, if you want to become a full-time content creator, you need to make those promises to yourself and you need to stick with it, because otherwise, consistency, like if you do not have consistency, you're gonna have a really hard time growing, and then you're probably just gonna give up when you're not seeing the results that you want to see. So if I were you guys wanting to get started and looking to grow, become a full-time YouTuber, I feel like I would have 2 main questions. 1, how the heck do you grow an audience? And 2, how do you make enough money to turn it into a full-time job? So let's talk about your audience. But in reality, we have to talk about the algorithm, because when you're first getting started on YouTube, you're probably going to create a lot of videos, a lot of content, and you're not going to get a lot of views on them. Maybe your friends, your family are going to watch them. Maybe if you already have a small audience on Instagram or TikTok or another platform, maybe they will watch your videos. But without YouTube really recommending your content or ranking in search or pushing it out to people on their home pages, you don't even have the opportunity to get those impressions, people just seeing your thumbnail, seeing your video. It's going to be really, really hard for you to actually grow an audience, because you need to get the right people to see your video, click on your video, watch your video, like your video, subscribe to your YouTube channel. So I really recommend that you guys go on YouTube, search like YouTube SEO, the YouTube algorithm, try to figure it out. I have other videos on it, so I'll link to some of them in the description bar down below. But the algorithm is going to be your best friend and also your worst nightmare. You just got to find a way to work with it. With your audience though, what I will say is that you have to find something that makes your audience want to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I feel like that is so easily said, but not easily done. Obviously, if you guys are just now getting started on YouTube, there are a ton of YouTube channels out there. There's going to be a lot of people talking about the things that you want to talk about. And like I said, you need to find a way to be different, the first, or the best. If you are obviously not the first, if you are not the best, finding a way to be different. Why would someone actually subscribe to your YouTube channel over someone else's YouTube channel, or in addition to someone else's YouTube channel? Because it's not like Think Media, Roberto Blake, Sunny Lenarduzzi, all of those people. You guys can be subscribed to their YouTube channel and also be subscribed to my YouTube channel. But when I was trying to make my way in this niche, I had to figure out what was different about me that would actually make people subscribe to me, as well as the other people that they are already subscribed to. But honestly, you just need to create content that is good enough that people want to keep coming back for more. And one of the best tips that I can give you guys, especially when you're trying to figure out what content you are going to create and how you can grow your YouTube channel, I know a lot of people say niche down. If you have one video that someone really, really likes on your YouTube channel, and then they look at all the other videos on your channel and there's none that are relevant to it, there are none that even go hand in hand with that video, they're probably not actually going to subscribe to you because they're not interested in the rest of your content. So if you are a little bit more specific on what you share, especially within your videos, whether that's even just the format of them, of just being everyday vlogs, people are more likely to subscribe to your YouTube channel if they like one video and they see a lot of other videos that they would like, compared to just seeing one video that they like and then immediately subscribing. You know, like it's gonna take people some time to actually commit to hitting that subscription button, even though it is so easy to just give it a little click. One of my favorite things that I think I heard from Sunny Lenarduzzi is that you cannot take your subscribers to the bank. So it's not like you have 200,000 subscribers and you make $200,000. It's not like you have 1 million subscribers and you're making $1 million a year. That's just not the way it works. In reality, someone with 1 million subscribers could actually be making less than someone who only has 100,000 subscribers. So you need to find a way to make money with your YouTube channel beyond just the ads, because yes, ads can be a good source of income depending on your niche, depending on what your CPM, RPM are like. So let's talk about money, guys. This is so incredibly important. And again, we're gonna bring up GoDaddy, because when I first got started, I thought that I wanted to be a course creator. I had my website with my hosting through GoDaddy, and then I decided to create another site with hosting through GoDaddy, but I was using Teachable. I did come out with a course 1 year into my brand. I didn't even have my YouTube channel at the time, and it totally flopped. No one purchased it because I didn't warm up my audience to buy that product. I did absolutely nothing to lead up to launch, and it totally tanked. But also, that wasn't what my audience was looking to buy from me. And this is so incredibly important. You don't just want to come out with paid products for the sake of coming out with paid products. You need to make sure that you are coming out with something that is actually going to be something that your audience wants to buy. So for example, I've got my content calendar. That is something that I use literally every single week for my brand. I use it for my vlog channel, my main channel. I absolutely love it. And I could easily turn that into a template and something that you guys can purchase and use as well to help you guys to stay consistent and ultimately grow your YouTube channel. Beyond that, affiliate marketing is absolutely huge. There is no denying that. If you guys have watched any of my videos where I talk about how much money I'm making, affiliate marketing is an absolute powerhouse for me. And the reason why is because influencers, okay? Our job is to influence. Like, let's be totally real here. Our job is to make an impact on other people's lives, whether it is making an impact on like, hey, you want to become a YouTuber? Here, I'm going to help you to become a YouTuber. Or I really love this product. I love my computer so much. Link is included in the description bar down below. It's an affiliate link. If you click on it, I receive a small commission. Now, with affiliate links, it builds and it grows over time. So if you are just now getting started on YouTube, what I recommend to you guys is, especially within your videos, start mentioning things that you like and make sure it is genuine, make sure that it is real, and link to it in the description bar down below. And as your videos start to get more views, as you gain more of an audience, more people are actually going to click on those links. And that's the way it worked for me. For a while, I was making barely any money with affiliate marketing. It wasn't until my audience grew and people started to trust me, which is another huge important thing, guys. People are not going to buy from you. People are not going to click on your affiliate links. They're not going to take your recommendations if they don't actually trust you and if you don't have that connection with your audience. So you need to get to that level, but start including your links now, because the more your audience grows, the more that income is actually going to grow for you. There are so many different ways that you can diversify your income, and it is extremely, extremely important if you want to become a full-time YouTuber, because here's the deal. We all have bills we have to pay. You want to keep a roof over your head. So I want you guys to get realistic right now. Like, if you're serious about becoming a YouTuber, I want you to sit down right now and figure out how much money do you need to be making every single month from YouTube, from your brand, to do this thing full time. And I'm gonna backtrack here a second, because with YouTube, the way that I get paid, taxes are not being taken out. So with all of the money that you make, it's not like that's just money in your pocket. You then have to pay taxes. Say you need $1,000 a month to live. In reality, I would say you probably should be making $2,000 from your YouTube channel. So then you can pay all of your bills that add up to the $1,000. You can save some money to pay yourself and honestly your savings, retirement, whatever else, and then also save enough money for taxes. You need to kind of overestimate it, but come up with a full breakdown. How much money you need to make every single month from your brand to do this full time. And then from there, break it down into how much you need to be making from each income stream. This is something that actually dramatically changed, especially my money blocks within myself. And it took me from making barely any money with my YouTube channel to a good chunk of change with my YouTube channel, is because I broke it down with, okay, every month, this is how much I want to be making with my ads. This is how much I would like to be making for my paid products, affiliate marketing, sponsorships. I just kept breaking it down, and I figured out where exactly this money needed to be coming from. And it's going to fluctuate every month. It's going to change. You may think that your ads are going to make more money than your sponsorships, and then over time your sponsorships may make more money than your ads, and that's totally okay. But the more specific you are, you can actually create an action plan on how you can increase your income streams to be making that money to then transition this into a full-time job. But how many disclaimers and things can I have in this YouTube video, you guys? When you think that you are ready to make the transition, you are ready to make the change into becoming a full-time YouTuber, I would honestly wait until you have 3 months of consistent earnings from your brand. When I made the transition into working for myself, I ended up doing it way too early, and I left my full-time job and I became a full-time influencer, but I was mainly a freelancer at the time. I was selling my services, and that's another good income stream you guys can have. I had a client that ended up not keeping me on as long as they originally told me that they were going to keep me on, and I was left in the dark. I did not have enough savings. I was not making good money in my other income streams, and it was really, really hard for me to keep my head afloat, to the point where I ended up having to go and work with Grubhub so that I can make some extra cash to make ends meet. And that's a real reality. When you are doing this, your income is not consistent by any means. Some months I could be making $10,000 more than other months, and that's pretty common. But that is going to be it for this video. I mean, guys, there is so much that goes into YouTube. And even today, I had lunch with another YouTuber, and she was like, it is so much work. I don't even do this full time, but understanding that you do this full time, how much work actually goes into it. It's a lot of freaking work, and there is so much we didn't even talk about. Gosh, we didn't even talk about having different emails and all of that stuff for your brand. But my best piece of advice, besides the money making plan, because I do think that is really powerful, is just get started today. Create a YouTube channel. If you want to do it, create a YouTube channel, start making videos, make a promise to yourself, the content that you are going to create. Go get your website on GoDaddy, secure it. Even if you don't even plan on building a website yet, get it freaking secured ahead of time, and keep going, keep pushing. A lot of people won't be successful on YouTube because they will end up giving up. I was on YouTube for a very, very long time before I saw any results. I was on YouTube for over a year before I got 300 subscribers. I wasn't making any money from YouTube for the first year and a half of me creating videos, and I was creating videos every 3 days. So that was a lot of videos, not making any money from it. But if you stick with it, you will see the results, you will see the reward, and this is the best freaking job in the world. I absolutely love it. And if you want to become a full-time YouTuber, freaking go after it. Go get it. So thank you so much to GoDaddy for sponsoring this video. I still cannot believe it. If you guys want to check out the journey video, I will link to it in the description bar down below. And that's it. I love you guys. I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday with another one. Bye guys.